A crackling radio, Halloween night. The nation's top song is a graveyard smash. In 1962, America was primed for monsters and dance crazes. Late-night shock theater reruns brought Dracula and Frankenstein to new viewers, and teenage dances like the mashed potato ruled the air. In Los Angeles, nightclub singer Boris Pickett, an actor with a pitch-perfect Boris Karloff impression, teamed with bandmate Lenny Capizzi to turn that dance into a monster party. With producer Gary S. Paxton, they cut Monster Mash, layering organ riffs, clanking chains, and bubbling beakers under a knowingly spooky narration. Pressed as a 45 RPM on Paxton's tiny Garpax label in late August 1962, it was aimed squarely at the Halloween season. Stations tested it. Teenagers requested it. Momentum snowballed. By 20th October 1962, Monster Mash hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It stayed there for the week, ending 27th October, so that on 31st October, Halloween itself, the nation's top single was a Halloween novelty. Contemporary Billboard issues dated 20th October 1962 and 27th of October 1962 print the title at the summit in plain type. Across the Atlantic, the BBC banned the record in 1962 as too morbid, a verdict that held until 1973. Back home, sales raced past 1 million that autumn, turning a studio joke into a national phenomenon. Why this oddball worked made sense in context. The record stitched surf-tinged rock and doo-wop harmonies to a then-current dance, winking at universal monsters while Pickett's Karloff persona acted as genial host. Sound effects signaled playful fright rather than true horror. The joke welcomed parents as well as kids. For a TV-raised generation newly in love with vintage creature features, it felt like an inside gag set to a beat you could copy at a gym dance. The monster song itself wasn't new. Sheb Wooley had taken Purple People Eater to #1 in 1958, and horror host John Zacherle's Dinner with Drac had brushed the top 10. But Monster Mash synchronized theme, season, and chart timing as few records had. It sounded like Halloween itself, a churchy organ vamp, call and response shouts, and that unmistakable Karloff drawl guiding a laboratory conga line. The hook rode a dance craze. The humor was contemporary. The impressions were dead on. The story didn't end with 1962. The single flickered back onto U.S. charts in 1970. Then, more remarkably, in 1973, when a reissue climbed to #10 during July and August. With the UK ban finally lifted, it reached #3 there the same year. Only later did fans learn who had helped shape the groove. Darlene Love's powerhouse backing vocals among the Crypt Kickers, and a young Leon Russell at the piano. Pickett tried sequels. Monsters Holiday even reached #30 in December 1962, but nothing matched the original's reach. He cheerfully wore the one-hit wonder crown. What, if anything, did Monster Mash change? No single tune remade Halloween, but it helped fix the holiday's soundscape. As Halloween expanded into a major American celebration, second only to Christmas in spending, the track stood as a seasonal standard, an October counterpart to December's evergreens. Radio programmers learned that spooky could be festive, and labels learned that novelty could be perennial. A record tied to the calendar could mint airplay and attention every year. By the era of oldies radio and compilation albums, it had effectively joined the canon of holiday evergreens. A few myths need sorting. Was it banned everywhere? No, the Too Morbid label was specifically a BBC decision, not an American one. Did it invent Halloween music? Hardly. Novelty and monster hits had precedent. What Monster Mash proved was timing. Match a catchy dance to a beloved pop culture menagerie. Deliver it just before 31st October, and you might catch lightning in a bottle, twice as 1973 showed. The legacy ran through culture as much as charts. Pickett joked for decades that he could pay the rent with one song, turning up on variety shows each October as audiences across generations obliged him. Television cues, film placements, and countless compilations kept the track in rotation, while later seasonal favorites confirmed that Spooky could be mainstream fun. For millions, the opening bars signal not fear, but festivity. In the end, the joke outlived its punchline. A studio pastiche with a borrowed voice became a rite of autumn. On 31st October 1962, America tuned its radios to a dance from the crypt. Decades on, we still do the mash. Proof that some fads don't fade so much as rise again, right on schedule from the grave. If you liked what you watched, please like and subscribe. We post interesting and crazy stories from throughout history every Wednesday and Saturday. Yesterday's craziness? Because yesterday was crazy too.